Hi everyone, this is Shubham Dixit. Welcome to the Test Automation Lab and welcome to my channel. And this second chapter of Cypress will talk about our very basic first test and the Cypress folder structure. Okay, so in the last video we have discussed I want to resolve that particular issue which you people would have faced, that I couldn't fix it. So over here you must have seen, right, when I was running this particular command we have seen some kind of errors. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, why did I face this error? Because I have given here over double O. Okay, it should be single O because node modules, it's not node modules. Okay, that was my bad, I'm sorry about that. So when you're gonna launch this particular command, what will happen, I'll let you know. So this is our Cypress structure, what it look like. You will open it, you'll find multiple folders. What these folders are, Cypress will provide you these folders or these structures by themselves to you don't need to invest the time over analyzing the folder structure or analyzing the framework. So you can just run this particular command. Cypress will give you this particular folder structure where you can have integration. In integration you will keep your spec file, so you understand, right? In Selenium it's like .java file and stuff, you keep it over there. For JavaScript we'll call it spec.js. So in integration folder, an example, you'll keep it your spec.js file. Then in supports, you might keep it your methods which we will create in future in other test cases. When in go and deep with Cypress, then in fixtures you'll keep your data table or data, like data you need to pass on, right? For data driven testing. So this kind of stuff. So let's not delay any much and we'll start with our first test case. So with first test case, what we're gonna do, I've taken this particular URL for automation practice. In very first test case, I'm not gonna do much. I'm just gonna go and launch this particular URL. Okay, and we're gonna go and click on women. This is gonna be our first test case. So very first thing, you need to create your spec.js under this integration folder, under this example. Either you can right click on it and click on new file. I just go and click it over here, and suppose I'm gonna give it any name, test3. Extension should always be .js because again this is the JavaScript based. Okay, so with JavaScript related any automation framework, automation testing tool, you need to have certain framework structure that needs to be followed. Like it can be Boca, it can be Jasmine. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna follow Jasmine framework over here. Jasmine framework comes up with describe and it block. And talk more about describe and it. So describe would contain your test scenarios. So suppose your test scenarios could be verify the logo of this particular website. Your test steps, what your test steps could be. Your test steps, you're gonna keep it in your it block. So launch the application URL, then verify this page has been loaded or not in second block, and third at block you can mention verify the logo. So this is how describe and it block works. So rather copying it from our Cypress website, you can go and see the Cypress official website of first test case as well. But over here, I'll show you in writing. This is how you're gonna write. This is the syntax. Describe. What do you wanna give a name? My first test case. I'm gonna give it a name as my first test case. So you're gonna pass two parameters. Second would be function. I'm gonna come here. You're gonna close it. This is gonna be your scenario. Now second would be it block, right? Test steps. So I'm gonna write, what should I write? My first test step, correct? And second should always be a function. Now I'm gonna go over here, do this. Okay, there's some mistake with my framework as well. You'll figure it out later, okay? Yeah, surely we'll figure it out. Or we can see it on test2.js as well. See, well, we can copy it from here, but we don't want to copy it. We'll write our own. So let's use double and comma. Okay, Let's see how this works out. I might be mistaking your single. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Am I mistaking this stuff? This stuff? No, I guess not. I'm not mistaking this stuff to describe. Okay. Then why don't we copy this out and we'll paste it here, over here. So describe my first test case function. There must be some syntactical error which I have not thought out, which I should be thinking it out. What is it gonna be? Yeah, this is it. Okay, I guess this is it. Yeah, so this is correct. Now I'm gonna write our first test case. Now it has been, the syntactical error has been sorted out. Okay, again I'm doing some is happening. Wait, I'll remove this unnecessary command. The first step would be what we have discussed. We're gonna launch this application URL and we're gonna click on women. So another thing with Cypress, you in Selenium you must be knowing, right? You can use Expa, CSS, and tag name, ID. Uh, there are multiple stuff, but with Cypress there's a condition you can only have Expa. Will write sorry, you can only have CSS. My mistake over there. So with Cypress you need to find the CSS. I'm gonna find CSS for this. You can have your tag name, then its value, and then its property. So this is gonna be our CSS for this particular element. Now we're gonna go in our Visual Studio Code. So in Selenium you must be noticing everywhere driver.find element, driver.get, driver.get current URL. Driver was the key keyword over there. Over here in Cypress, it is CY. You're gonna write CY. Okay, I'm having stuff problem here. Yeah. For visiting an URL, you have to use a keyword called visit. Okay. Now single or double and comma, that is your thing, because Cypress won't be interfering much with this syntactical error. It will deal with it. You will paste this URL over here. Now you're gonna go to your second step. Okay, so we now need to click on that woman, right? For what? So what we're gonna do, we need to first, Cypress needs to have a focus of that particular element first. So it's gonna have cy.get. We're gonna have this single and comma or double and comma, that is your stuff. Now what is the object property we have had? This is the CSS. We're gonna have CSS, we're gonna write it over here. And for clicking it on it, it would be same, no further mistake. So we have discussed about this command a lot, but in last lecture I couldn't show you. Over here I'm gonna show you what is it gonna do. It's gonna open a Cypress related module where you'll have stored all your test cases, and then from there you can select the browser where you want to run your test case, and it will open browser from there. I'm gonna hit it. It will open Cypress. You'll see it from for first or second time it might take some time, but as I'm doing it frequently it won't take that much time. What is our test or spec name? It was test3.js. I'm gonna run this. See, before that I'm gonna show you how many browsers you can use. Chrome, Edge, and Electron. Any browser you can select. You can run in any browser from here. So suppose I'm gonna run in Chrome. I'm gonna click on test3.js. Let's see. See, Cypress opened up its whole browser, right? Its own browser. And you're seeing over here, it is trying to launch this URL, trying to launch this application. It's taking some time. And the application has been, see, it's loading. The URL has been launched. See, now second step would be gonna click on that women. And yeah, it's trying to get that. I guess the object is gonna fail because element has not been formed. Why that not been found? Okay, let's give and deal it with single. Now we're gonna go and check it out over here. Why has it not been found? A title woman is correct. Another beauty of Cypress I'll show you. The moment you'll save the test case here, it will automatically gonna get executed over here. You'll see over there. It's trying to. It has clicked on women. See, it has clicked on women, and our test case has got to pass. See, one. Now I'll show you the log. How detailed they have shown their log. The first is visiting this URL. Okay. Second, getting the title. See, now locator is pointing over there, highlighting that particular area. Third, it is clicking. So the Cypress is showing where locator is trying to click. And over here, while before clicking on that particular element, how page looked, and after a screenshot also you can have after how it is looking. See, this is how beautiful Cypress is. So this was our first basic test, and we're gonna meet in our next lecture for further, and we're gonna deep dive into Cypress and its concept, and we're gonna discuss more about its folder structure and page object model, and we're gonna drive data from our fixtures. So till then, good luck and thank you so much.